We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. We got some stuff to talk about, man. Hit that like button, and if you're watching this after the fact, hit that hype button. Push this bad boy. What's going on, Louis B. Fishing? Aaron, what's up? And what's up, Aaron? Peg, what's up, Peg? Listen, we got some stuff to talk about, and the reason why we're talking about it is because it seems like the team is turning on each other. You know, the super team that got him reelected in the first place. What's going on, Hadassah? Everybody need to understand that this is bigger than it actually seemed, because everybody's starting to flip on the dude for what? Because they believe that they're bigger than the program. That's why. That's why. Hit the like button, guys. We about to jump into this. Jared, what's going on, Jared? Man, shout out to all my blues and all my greens. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. I appreciate y'all pulling up. And I do realize that this was last minute. Y'all didn't know that I need to get on the schedule. I need to get on the schedule. I need to do a better job of getting on the schedule. It's just we're in the middle of trying to prepare this house to be sold, and we got a lot of stuff going on, guys, a lot of stuff going on. Plus, my mental space have not been where I wanted it to be, because I was going through some things and I was dealing with them improperly. And now I'm dealing with a daggone company called, and I have to stop this for just 1 second. I want to shout out a plumbing company called FH Fur. Shout out to FH Fur. If you ever heard of them, it's the guy when you're driving down the road and you see a truck with a man looking like he's looking out the back of the truck. Is a really nice symbol that they have, FH Fur. Shout out to FH Fur. Them guys screwed me and my family. They screwed us. They came out to look at some work. They decided, they said that in order for us to move forward, you'll have to pay this amount, $1,400, so that we can move forward to get this work done. And I said, okay, I authorize you to do it. And then they decide to do it, start ripping stuff apart, said, no, we can't do it. I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and refund you your money. We can't do anything. We've gone as far as we can go. I don't know what to tell you. I apologize. We're going to call somebody else from headquarters to come out here and do the work that I can't do, or just tell you what they can, and you can decide whether or not you want to move forward. That's fine, up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out and refund it. They never refunded our money. We're going around the ropes trying to contact people and see exactly who can handle this for us. Nobody is. And that's where we are right now. So FH Fur, screw y'all. We're coming for y'all, man. And I just now wrote a new review for your company, and hopefully you guys read it and respond to me, because y'all can kiss my black butt. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. The conservatives are going at each other's necks. The reason why is because Tucker Carlson got too big for the program. Candace Owens got way too big for the program. Megyn Kelly got too big for the program. Alex Jones got too big for the program. All these, and it's not about criticizing the president. It's not about that. It's not about it at all. It's just doubting every single move he makes, every single step he makes, everything he says. We're going to put him on blast. And that's what they've been doing. They've been putting him on blast for their audience, because their audience love it. And that's where we are right now. But I want y'all to let me know in the comments, whose side are you on? Are you Team Trump? Are you Team MAGA? Are you Team Candace, Tucker, Alex Jones, Megyn Kelly? Let me know. Marjorie Taylor Greene. The list goes on and on and on and on and on, because it seems like everybody's coming for the guy right now. Everybody's coming for the guy. Let me know where y'all are watching from today, whether you're watching from the city or state you're watching from, the country you're watching from. If you're watching from your TV or your phone, please let me know What's up, B? Louis B. Fishing. Jared is up in here. Hadassah is up in here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We got all the crew up in here. We got all the crew. Then I thought, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Here's one of the videos that I pulled up that I want you guys to watch. Apparently, Megyn Kelly addressed her audience about this, and Laura Loomer is part of the reason why Trump has this information and is going in on let me see here. It's going in on this whole crew. Hold on one second.
The president has had enough of Tucker shit. And yeah, I'm just going to admit it. I sent the president Tucker Carlson's clip so he can see the shit that he says about him.
This is Laura Loomer, guys. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but she is she's someone that has Trump's ear. She's someone that, you know, when she gets information, she sends it over to Trump, and he moves accordingly. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe she was the first to break off. Tucker Carlson was the first. Never mind. Tucker Carlson was the first to break off. And then it was Marjorie Taylor Greene. And then it was everybody else. Alex Jones started to do his deep dive. Candace was doing her deep dive. And now everybody is going up against them. And y'all just don't realize that this is a disturbance that's unnecessary. This is a disturbance that's unnecessary. All right. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all let me know whose team you're on. Some people are saying Team Candace. Some people are saying cackle, cackle, cackle. All right. And some people are saying you literally have no arguments. I don't know exactly what y'all are talking about, but y'all are going back and forth, and I want y'all to keep that energy going. Hit that like button, guys. Let's boost it. All right. Let's go. Here's Laura Loomer talking about why Trump is even addressing these folk in the first place, especially Tucker Carlson. All right, let's get it. And hit the like button, guys. Don't be stingy with them likes.
But the president has had enough of Tucker shit.
He said, aren't you seeing chat? Okay, what am I missing in the chat? What's going on? Shout out to Kick. Shout out to the Kick stream. What's going on? What I miss in the chat? What I miss in the chat? What am I missing in the chat? Let me see. Team Trump. Let me look over here. Sorry, I'm late. Wheezy, what's going on, Wheezy? Shout out to Wheezy. Let me see. Team Trump, Los Angeles, California. All right, here we go. Team Free Speech. Then why is Trump advocating for Erica Kirk to sue Drewski? I'm against that too. Actually, I'm against that too. As far as free speech is concerned, if a comedian says something about you and you feel some type of way, and you sue them because you don't like what they said about you, then that means that you are against free speech. So yeah, that's double talk. That's double speak. That's double speak. But feel free to let me know whatever y'all think about it. I'm gonna let you know where I stand right now. I am hold on one second. Where I stand right now is I'm team free speech as well. I'm team free speech as well. I believe that everybody should be able to have their say. And also, I don't mind these people going at each other's necks right now. I actually love it. Not because of the drama, but because I know for a fact that the most free thinkers are on the right. The free thinkers are on the right. The free thinkers are not on the left. Usually when people on the people on the left, if you don't believe a certain thing or if you don't vote a certain way, everybody would turn on you. Everybody turn their back on you on the left. Like on the right, I believe that you can beef, you can fight, you can say whatever you have to say. It's filled with real researchers and real thinkers and people who have real audiences who will fight and stand behind their people. I like that. I think it's beautiful. I think it's dope. I think it's something that we should do. Speak out, question, test the authority, test the system. You know, demand answers from your president. I see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't have an issue with Candace and all these guys going at him right now at all. Not one bit. I don't think Trump is above criticism. Not one bit. But we're going to dive into it to see if their criticism is helpful or if it's hurting the movement. If it's hurting the movement in the party and it's causing disruption and a disturbance and making things harder for the president to get things done, then I would rather they shut the hell up and learn how to have a conversation. I would rather they shut the hell up and learn how to have a conversation with one another and get some restitution. I mean, some resolution in some type of way. Team Trump, team educated. Okay, I see what y'all saying. All right, I stand with America. Trump is owned by Israel. All right. Let me see. I don't know what WBYY mean. Let me see here. War tax equal valid reason for higher prices. Tell everybody why it was $4.59 under Joe Biden for no reason. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about today, guys. Y'all are really discussing it today. All right, let's go ahead and get it. This is Laura Loomer, guys. Laura Loomer is telling us why Trump is on Tucker Carlson's ass right now.
And yeah, I'm just going to admit it. I sent the president Tucker Carlson's clip so he can see the shit that he says about him. I do. And I want that motherfucker Tucker Carlson to know that I'm the one who knifed him from the front. I want him to know. I'm not talking about physical violence, physical knifing, but yeah, I'm the one that sent the president all your shit, Tucker, because he deserves to see the fact that you are lying about him and you are smearing him and you are saying the most vile things about our country and our president, and you are creating so much chaos. You're going to cause the Democrats to take the House and the Senate, and you are endangering our national security by whitewashing this barbaric death cult ideology known as Islam. So I just hope that he knows that, yes, Tucker, there are people out there who actually have the courage to take your drivel and take your bullshit to the president and to stand up against you. I don't know who Tucker Carlson thinks he is. He thinks he's so popular. Even President Trump today called him out and said he's like a third-rate podcaster. I don't know why Tucker Carlson thinks he's so fucking special. He's not. He's not special. He is endangering the lives of Christians, of Catholics, of Jews, and all non-Muslims in the way that he continues to whitewash this death cult ideology and the way that he continues to incite violence against evangelicals and Jewish Americans and even the president himself.
All right. So, hey, she I don't know if what she's saying is true. I honestly don't know that much about Tucker to say whether or not he is not that special. He's causing a disturbance or he's doing all these bad things. But I will say this. Hold on. I see somebody pull up. I will say this. It's worth having a conversation. And Laura Loomer, I really don't know what she represents. I don't know how many people were inspired or motivated to vote for Trump behind her say so. I don't know how much pull she has, to be honest with you. But hold on 1 second. There's a fight going on inside the chat right now between a bot and everybody else. Hey, JS, brother, can y'all calm it down a little bit? Because y'all are really getting in the way of what's going on. I'm trying to walk and chew gum at the same time, but I'm seeing what's going on between you guys arguing back and forth. Angel, sweet Angel, what's going on, Angel? I don't usually ask for y'all to block people, but if y'all continue this, I'm turning this car around. I'm turning this car around right damn now. So continue it if you want to and watch me turn this car around. God dang it. I'm not playing. Shut the hell up. I'm not playing. I will turn this goddamn car around. Think I'm playing? No McDonald's for y'all. Shut the hell up. You got McDonald's at home. Thank you so much. Thank you. C30, C130 Hercules and JS, y'all wilding this morning, man. God dang it. Now we need to get back to work. All right, so she called Tucker Carlson all these things. Apparently, he is a low-rate podcaster and all this other stuff. But one thing that I know is, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, Laura Loomer, I think you are a meat rider. Yeah, I think Laura Loomer is a meat rider, because she feels like she can just call Trump and try to stir up stuff. Or, ooh, Tucker is talking about you. You're the one causing the disturbance. Let these people talk. If he's a second-rate reporter or second-rate podcaster, Tucker Carlson, then let him do his thing. Let him do his thing, because his content will bury him. You don't need to snitch. Ooh, hey, Trump, did you see what Tucker said? Trump, you're an agitator. You're an agitator, and you're a meat rider, Laura Loomer. I'm talking about Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer is a meat rider, and she's trying to either, she wants to get close to Trump, and she wants to maintain her spot. That's what she wants. What's up, Courtney with the C? She wants to maintain her spot, and she will stab other people in the back who are inside of the conservative party in order to do so. Yeah, she will stab other people in the back in order to do so. One thing I will say is they all have something to benefit. They all have a way to benefit. If they were to turn their backs on each other, make some noise, we know that infamy is just as important as successful fame. Like I'm famous because I did something good versus I'm famous because I talked some shit about the president or I caused a disturbance in the algorithm, and now everybody's clicking on my videos because now I'm that guy or I'm that woman who's talking all this stuff, and people want to know what I'm on. And that's what Laura Loomer is on. That's the same thing I believe Marjorie Taylor Greene is going through as well, because she's fighting to remain relevant. Marjorie Taylor Greene is fighting to remain relevant. Tucker Carlson is fighting to remain relevant. Megyn Kelly, she's constantly building up her fan base. She don't have to fight to remain relevant. She actually has some real motion moving in her direction. Candace Owens is not fighting to remain relevant. I believe that she is just a pain in the ass to a lot of people, because she has chosen to not join forces with anyone else, because she believed that her forces are strong enough. So she's running off of what she created, and her creation is chaos and turmoil. And we all see that. But I'm not saying that what she's saying is not true. I'm not saying what she's saying is not true, but Candace Owens is the biggest pain in the ass for Trump right now, because she is really going in. She is really going in, and we're going to get to that in a moment. Let me go ahead and read this right here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It's from Yoshi, and it says, you should look at Nick Mountain and Max Afterburner. I don't know who any of these accounts are. I don't know if they're part of, Candace once said she would be in a history book someday. She most certainly will, and she's going to force the issue. I will check them out now that you mentioned it. Thank you so much, Yoshi. I appreciate it. Also, guys, also, I have to say this. If you are a content creator, business owner, artist, or coach, I want you to reach out to me so that I can help you out. 30-minute conversation will get you unstuck if you have a channel, and if you have a business. I believe that some of the information I have can help you move that business forward. And check this out, what I have right here. One of my supporters sent me that book a while ago, like 2 years ago, when I was very first starting to get into conservative commentary, conservative content. When I started to get into political content, someone sent me that. They said, we love the fact that you're giving Candace Owens a chance. I believe that you will love this book. And they sent it to me, and I didn't even read it yet. I have it, but I didn't read it yet. But I plan on reading it, though. But I will say a lot of these people are causing disturbances. Let me go ahead and jump into the next one, because we have a lot to discuss, man.
All right,
we have a lot to
thoughts.
discuss.
Donald Trump calls out.
Hold on one second. Let me move this over here. All right, here we go. All right, check this out.
All right, instant thoughts. Donald Trump calls out Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, and Alex Jones. He missed a couple in there, but we can work with this. These people are people that were catapulted to fame by riding the coattails of Donald Trump. And even when they were against Trump, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and a couple others, when it became inevitable that Donald Trump was going to become president, they rode the coattails because that's where the clicks were, which meant that's where the views were, which meant that's where the money was. Now, where are the clicks, where are the views, where are the money? To be anti-Trump, to be anti-MAGA, that Trump has lost his way. Megyn Kelly just told him to shut the F up and be more presidential. Alex Jones just wanted to figure out how to 25th Amendment his ASS. Tucker Carlson, how dare you mock Islam? And then Candace Owens, of course, just yesterday said that President Trump sacrificed Charlie Kirk. No. No more. We see you lying grifters for exactly who you are. This is exactly what needs to be happen. You should be casted out for the world to see. If they choose to still watch you be wrong about literally everything all the time, fantastic. But MAGA, no, you're done. America first, no, you're done. You never were, you never will be. You're doomer, clickbait artist, and we're sick of it.
Facts. What he just now said is what I wanted to say. A lot of these people were meat riding Trump. They were on his ding-a-ling. Like they were literally hanging from the strings of his ball sack wherever he went. I'm Team Trump. Please don't forget me. I'm Team Trump. I got on my MAGA hat. See, look, I got a MAGA hat. He got another event going on. Can I get on the stage with you, Trump? Please let me get on the stage with you. Can I interview you? Can I do a one-on-one? Can I be a part of what you got going on? Please don't leave without me. Clenching on to the strings of his ding-a-ling while he's walking around ready to save the damn country again. And what did they decide to do? They all want to meet ride and be a part of what he's building because that helps build their name and their brand and their pocketbook and their influence. And now everybody's coming to them believing that they have a direct line to the president. They're believing that they have a direct line, a direct ear. Like when I call the president, he picks up. When I email him, he sends me something back. When he has a function or anything private, he invites me. I am on the list. Those people loved Trump, but because they believe that he's a lame duck president, because they believe that his influence stops in 2028, because they believe that he's just some average schmo, they all want to turn on him right now. And this is what we need to be questioning right here. It's like they're all self-serving is what it seems like. Seems. I say seems. Seems like. I say seems like. All right? Because me, I'm just speculating. Me, I'm just looking into it. Me, I'm a novice when it comes to this stuff. But at the end of the day, I really want to get to the bottom of this too. Here's another gentleman with something to say. Hold on one second. Let me pull this down. Here's another gentleman with something to say. I want y'all to see this because we're going to have a good conversation about it.
And now you all saw that Donald Trump just went off on the grifter class. The Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, all these people that all they've done is talk shit about Trump. Most of them, by the way, became famous and rich off of Trump. Okay? And now they're freaking shitting on the man who changed the direction of this country for the better. No other politician ever done what Donald J. Trump has done. And what do? They shit on him because they don't like one little thing. You know what it is? These people are trying to take the MAGA movement because they think once Trump is gone, the MAGA movement is going to fracture and they're trying to grasp it. That's all this is about. Power and control and taking part of the movement. These people don't care about the country. If they did, they would have loved the fact that Donald Trump is actually shifting the divide of the New World Order, bringing the control back to our hemisphere. They should be celebrating. Trump is doing things no one thought could ever be done. Freaking shut down the border, kick out illegal aliens, freaking Talk about getting rid of the IRS. He shut down the Department of Education. Talking about getting out of NATO, getting out of the United Nations, doing things that no one thought that anyone would do because we are so ingrained with this globalist New World Order, right? And now these people that have been bitching about the globalists are now fighting on behalf of the globalists and want to kick out the one person that's been making a real dent because it's about themselves. Bro, it's like watching the news. People only watch the news to watch the negative stuff.
That's right.
That's it. That's why they're bitching.
Yep.
Because there's no views in positive news. It's not good, by the way, that when you talk and you align with the left, with CNN and all these grifters on the left, you guys are aligned together. You're not in good company. They're saying, oh, you can't choose a side. Hell yeah, I'm choosing a side. I'm choosing the side of the one person that almost lost his life, got shot in the head for you. Freaking almost went to jail.
Go ahead.
They raided his home, impeached multiple times, trying to take off the ballot, stole an election from him. And he's doing this for free. Oh, I'm choosing him over the grifter class that needs to get paid. Nah, the divide is real. I'm choosing the MAGA side. Y'all fake faux MAGAs, black pillars, you can go align with the left because at the end, you're all about yourselves and not the country.
Give me 100s or American flags inside of the chat to let me know that you stand with our country, that you stand with our president, that you stand with the direction that we're moving in. And there's nothing wrong. Again, I have to say this. I have to say this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with questioning the status quo. That's something that I actually love about the conservative side. We question the status quo, but we don't jump ship. And now look at me talking about we. Look at all these hundreds and American flags. That's what I'm talking about, man. Show that you actually fuck with, excuse me, sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to be better with my cursing because cursing and blessing should not come out the same mouth, all right? So I'm trying to be better with that. But this gentleman just now broke it down perfectly. When everything, it's like we already got our backs to the wall. You can't name another president, and feel free if you want to, because I want you all to be fair-minded when we have these conversations. Name one president that has done more for the country in his first year and a half in office outside of President Trump. Just name one. Name one, and I will be objective, and I promise you I won't jump on you and be like, what do you mean, Biden? What do you mean, Obama? No, I'm not going to fuss with you. I just want to know. Because when you're doing all these things, that when you see how Biden screwed up our nation, bro, and you know that somebody had to come through not only with the leadership necessary to get things done, but with the movement necessary to bully themselves through all of the noise, because you know that they're going to try to stop him. You knew that they were going to try to stop every single thing that he did, take everything to court. Somebody said Lincoln. So at the end of the day, man, this dude, George Washington had more damn slaves than everybody. I don't like George Washington. I'm sorry. George Washington is the first, and I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad at me for saying that, but George Washington had more slaves than any other slave owner ever in history. And we are forced to have a street named after him in every major city. And I'm from Washington, D.C., which is named after the first president of our country. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm from the city named after this guy. But this gentleman is absolutely right. All of the people on that list, they used Trump in order to catapult their careers. They used him in order to remain relevant. They used him in order to build their platforms. They used him. And now they're all going up against him? Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? Just to let you guys know, my moderators got tired of all of the noise. So in order for you to comment inside of the chat, you have to be subscribed. So hit the subscribe button, guys, and also hit the like button so people know that we are here and we're just having a good conversation. That's all. That's it. All right. So hit that subscribe button. Courtney with a C, I pray all is well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we cooking today, baby. We cooking today. So everybody's pissed off. Booty, they got the butt hurts, and it's all because of this right here. Let me show y'all the image. Hold on one second. Let me show y'all there. It's all because of this right here. Share this with you. Boom. It's all because of this. Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens posted this right here. Candace says, it may be time to put grandpa up in the home. Did y'all hear that? Candace Owens says, it may be time to put grandpa in a home. Because of what he wrote. I have a question for you guys. Since y'all are so damn smart, answer this. If Candace Owens is such an asshole, if she's such a jerk, if she's such a bad person, then why is it her fan base is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger? Since y'all so smart, I already know the answer to this, but I want to see if y'all know the answer to this. Why do you believe her fan base is growing the way that it has been growing? How come she has probably the most successful live stream on YouTube out of everyone right now? She has the most successful live streams of any other YouTuber. Why do you think that is? This is from Karma. Karma says, hold on, I'll pull this up on screen. I'm sorry, I liked Candace Owens. I've always liked Tucker, and I will continue to like them. Both parties are corrupt. All right? Both parties are definitely corrupt. You know why both parties are corrupt? It's because our country lends itself to corrupt systems. But people will only admit that when we're discussing politics, when we want to just all parties, everything, put everybody in the same basket. But it's not that simple. It's a lot more gray. It's a lot more gray. All right. So let's go ahead and get to exactly what President Trump said. And to help me out with that, I got this gentleman who believes he sounds like Trump, giving us exactly what's going on. Here's the play-by-play.
I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon, because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it, their families know it, and everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off of television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity.
Hold on. This guy is good, man. This guy is good. Let me tell you something. If you close your eyes, he sounds just like him. Okay, let's continue. There's a lot more that President Trump said. Let's hear what he has to say.
Now they think they get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them. And their views are the opposite of MAGA, or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump. not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps.
Hold on, time out. Hey, Trump, I didn't finish college, bro. Like, I dropped out of college. My pullout game was not that great. I ended up impregnating my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, like a month or two before we even went to college. And I didn't want my babies to not have a father in their life. So I did what I had to do. I dropped out of school and I went and found a job so I can bring money into the storehouse. Okay? So don't make fun of people, Trump, who don't have the daggone degrees, all right? Because a degree don't define the man, all right?
Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist. Or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question. Or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close.
Wait a minute. Did President Trump just now say a trans woman is far more beautiful than Candace Owens? Wait a minute. This is breaking news right here. I believe this is the part right here. President Trump just now said a trans woman is far more beautiful than Candace Owens. That's what he said. I didn't say it. That's what he said. Okay, let's continue.
Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming it was a hoax. These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, the failing New York Times, and all of the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA. They're losers, just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want to, but when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy.
So what exactly did you want to talk about, Renee?
I just wanted to know if you were going to have a coaching college, would you like me to do that?
I would love for you to do that, Renee. Hopefully,
All right.
Hopefully anybody that's coming to the call can go to Renee. See, Renee is not watching my live stream today. She used to be one of the blues, but now she got 150. No, nah, not if you got 100.
Don't you be sassing me. Don't be sassing me, man. I'm over here on Wise's stream.
Wow, you hear that? So not only is she,
You weren't on at the time when I first got on here. Don't be. I looked, dude. I looked.
not only is she my moderator, but she's on someone else's channel right now. And no, you can stay over there now. No, you can stay over there. We didn't vote it. We didn't vote it already. They said Renee can go ahead and stay on Wise stream. She ain't even got to come over here because
I'm right here.
Nah, forget that. Forget that. You go ahead and take it back. She didn't even know we was live, guys. She called me on the phone. Like, what the hell?
I did it because I checked you first. I have my loyalties.
Bless you, Renee. No, you can. I mean, if you want, you can hold the course. Hold the class today. It would be beautiful.
Okay.
It would be awesome for them to have somewhere to come.
Okay.
And if at that point, I'll tell them that you're hosting. But thank you so much. I appreciate it, Renee.
Awesome. All right. I'm in here now.
Thank you.
All right.
So we got some dope people. Let's get back to the Trump impersonator who's doing a great job, by the way. I love this guy. He's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let's get it.
These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, the failing New York Times, and all of the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA. They're losers.
They're not MAGA.
Just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want to. But when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. And after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Trader Brown. But I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength in not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again, and these people have no idea how to do that. But I do, because the United States is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Candace Owens, I would like to interview you. I know it's never going to happen, but I put it out there. Tucker Carlson, same here. Alex Jones, same here. Marjorie Taylor Greene, absolutely. Megyn Kelly, absolutely. Some of these people are responsible for some of the biggest videos I've ever put out. They are. And I'm a huge fan of them all, to be honest with you. So I'm a little perplexed at this moment because unfortunately, I have to make a statement that could potentially upset their fan bases by saying something negative about their favorite content creators, their favorite podcaster. Y'all are getting in the way, in my opinion. Y'all are getting in the way of progress. There's already enough pushback going at our president right now, and you guys know that. You all know it. So it seems like your intentions are bad. It don't seem like your intentions are good at all. If your intentions were good and you were really trying to save the world, you really had a plan that was a little better than what Trump is running right now, then I would understand you communicating that. But that's not what's happening. What's happening right now, it seems like everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of attacking the president when he's being attacked more than any other president ever in American history. And if you can name one that has been attacked more than him, feel free to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. I would love to see it. Because at this point, I call BS. I'm questioning y'all motives, not necessarily your point of views, because I believe that we should all be free thinkers. We should all be objective understanders of our own perspective. Like, our perspective is never going to match someone else's. And if it does, point for point, then you're being a fake ass person. I apologize for cursing again. You're being fake. You're being fake. If you never question the status quo, then you are a spineless sheep who will just follow the herd no matter where it goes, even if it's off of a cliff. It does not feel like you guys are speaking for our country. It sounds like you guys are speaking against our country. Yes, relationships are had with the United States and Israel. We already know that. The United States have had relationships with Israel for a long time. Back in the 70s and the 80s, we had politicians talking about our relationship with Israel. But why are you guys trying to demean and disrespect the office of the president when he's doing what he has to do in order to bring us back to our glory as a country? We're getting our power back again. We're demanding our position in the world again. We went a whole 4 years not being able to do that. We were under a president who allowed more than 10 million illegal immigrants with no documentation. We don't know who they are, where they're going. We don't know if the children they're bringing over are theirs. We don't know if they're trafficking women into our country. We don't know any of that. We just let them in and let them do whatever they want to do. And not only that, we supported them by giving them structure, by giving them shelter, by giving them money, by giving them resources. We were giving them goodie bags with everything that they needed to take care of themselves, brush their teeth, wipe their ass. We took care of them on the dime of American citizens who work hard every single day. And now that we've gotten this man elected, you feel like, okay, we can go ahead and shit on him now. Is that the key to being a great content creator? Because I will start doing that today. I will start doing that today. For real. If that's the key, because everybody's so damn fake, nobody really stands on anything anymore. Everybody just runs the play. It's like they get on a phone call and say, well, it looks like our numbers move in the right direction when we shit on the president, when we say something negative about what's going on with his presidency. And that leads me to believe that all of the negative things that you said about the Biden presidency was not true. It was disingenuous. You wasn't pointing out things that needed to be fixed in the country. You was just trying to build your platform. You was trying to build your fan base. You weren't trying to show yourself to be an intellectual or someone who understands the country or politics. You wasn't trying to do that. You wasn't being the voice of reason. You wasn't doing any of that. What most of you were doing was just positioning yourself to take over when Trump moves on. Let me tell you something. MAGA is Trump. That's Trump. MAGA is Trump. MAGA is not the new conservative movement. No, MAGA is Trump. People buy into what he's selling. Why? Because he's a hell of a businessman. He's a great salesman. This is how he was able to get all of the relationships and partnerships that he's had his entire life. Going out there, shaking hands, making promises, and then following through. Not just leaving people holding the bag. And now he's doing the same thing with Iran. And you're like, he's such a fool. He don't know what he's getting us into. And he possibly is. Who knows? But what I will say is that the other presidents that spoke big and bad and strong and mean and we will bring violence to their doorstep. They know better to do this. If they do this one more time, we're going to bring it to Iran. They were all smoke. They were all just running their daggone mouth, flapping their gums. They didn't mean anything that they were saying. And then we actually get a president in office that actually does what he says he's going to do. And now y'all, oh, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? He's crazy. He's trying to destroy our country. He loves Netanyahu. Netanyahu is playing him like a fiddle. Y'all sound like Kamala right now. This is what Kamala was saying. Now Kamala Harris is probably sitting back with her arms crossed, feet up, having a good time, watching y'all fight each other because this is the only win she could get. Y'all some just talkative people. Y'all talk. And now y'all have an issue. See, this is the problem I have with y'all niggas. I have to say this. One thing I don't like about y'all is that y'all hate when somebody actually go out there and do it. But when they give you a speech, a good TED talk about what they would do, you back it because y'all love to fantasize about the possibilities. But when it comes to action, you can't stand behind it because you don't have the spine for it. You're not built for it. If things fall apart for a moment, you start to panic. If people start to criticize our president negatively, you start to panic. If you believe that you backed him with the understanding that he would not do the things that he's doing, then you're a fucking idiot. Excuse my French. I'm a cursing Christian. I'm trying my best to get out of that. But you're an idiot. And the reason why I say you're an idiot is because he's not doing anything right now that he didn't say that he was going to do when he got in office. Everything he's doing, he said he was going to do. He's not BSing. The thing is, y'all didn't believe him. You didn't believe him. And now that you're seeing it to be true, you're pissed off. Y'all are some spineless idiots. I would like to know, to be honest with you, because listen, Megyn Kelly is extremely intelligent. She's beautiful. Candace Owens is extremely intelligent. She's beautiful. Alex Jones is not beautiful. Tucker Carlson, he's not beautiful. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's not attractive to me. But she's very intelligent as well. And she actually has some morals behind her. So all of these people bring something great to the table. But what y'all sound like is a bunch of nerds over in the corner just complaining about the bullies that y'all thought y'all was friends with. And because he didn't listen to you, because you're so smart, you're so much smarter than him, because he didn't listen to you, now y'all want to come together and bring him down. At first, y'all was a bunch of boot-licking, meat-riding mofos only hanging out with the president so that it could benefit you. You wanted him to know your name. You wanted him to speak positively about you in different circles or on the camera so it can boost your image. You didn't care about losing relationships as long as you were tied to President Trump. But now that you got a beef with him and you see that it's popular to throw sugar honey iced tea at him like a damn gorilla, that's what all of you guys are doing. Throwing sugar honey iced tea at him like a damn gorilla. But no, we're not allowing that to go, man. Hold on 1 second.
You'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. Who do you think you are? You're tweeting out the F word on Easter morning?
You don't threaten to wipe out an entire civilization. We're talking about civilians just casually in a social media post.
So obviously you're mocking the religion of Iran. Okay. If you seek a religious war, and no president should mock Islam. That's not your job. This is not a theocracy. We don't go to war with other theocracies to find out which theocracy is more effective. We are not a theocracy. And God willing, we never will be.
The American people have to open their eyes and deal with reality and deal with truth. And the truth is, look, you may have supported President Trump for 10 years like I did, and like you have, but this is not the same man.
Can't he just behave like a normal human? I mean, honestly, like the president, 3D chess, shut up. Fucking shut up about that shit.
To send out a tweet with the F word on Easter morning promising the murder of civilians and then saying praise be to Allah without explaining any of it, you are mocking me and every other Christian because we're Christians. We can't support that.
This is wrong. It's wrong.
That is evil.
All right, so let me tell y'all something. I also believe that it's an issue to threaten to take out a whole civilization. I got an issue with that. I really do. Because there's a boatload of innocent people who don't want to be a part of this. They want their country to be better the same way we want our country to be better. They don't want to be bombed. They don't want their homes. They don't want to have to rebuild their homes. So you're absolutely right about that. But Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, both of y'all sound like some bitches who is just crying in the corner because you thought that this big bad president was going to be a small, nice president, a small, nice, petite president. You didn't vote for that. You voted for a bully. You voted for a man. You voted for somebody who said that he will bring it to these other nations if they BS with us. They're playing with our money. They're playing with the oil. They're playing with people's lives. They're killing their own people. They've been threatening us for a long time. Come on now. The writing's on the wall. How much longer do you guys want to kick the can down the damn road, hoping that somebody fix this issue with this nation that continues to threaten us? Like, how much longer? I would love to hear you guys' amazing plan. What's funny to me, y'all niggas wasn't even good enough to keep your jobs, but you think you're good enough to run a country. You believe that you have more information, more guidance, more wisdom to run a country, but you ain't have that to keep your jobs. Y'all are on YouTube right now, just like me, saying, welcome back, hit the like button, follow for more, follow for more of this, and join my Patreon. Y'all sound just like me, Lou Valentino, all the other content creators out here, Anton Daniels, the messy conservative. Y'all sound like us because you weren't able to manage a position at a company whose only rules was to report what we tell you to report. Report what we tell you to report. And you was like, no, I want to report the truth. And they said, okay, then you're fired. Now you got your own platforms and you got it on the back of Trump. Most of the people who are following you right now voted for Trump. And I probably will say it's more than the 80 percentile, probably even 90 percentile. The people who support you voted for Trump. But now that you see how lucrative it is to take off your drawers and to cop a squat over the president and drop a big fat pile of nastiness on his lap because that's what your audience loves, you're doing that now. Y'all are turning up. I bet $1,000 to anybody out here that every single one of their numbers are going up. Do not be one of these people in our country that are manipulated. Okay? They are trying to create a new party is what they're trying to do. They didn't get the people in office that they wanted to get in office. They're beefing with Elon. They're beefing with Trump. They're beefing with J.D. Vance. They're beefing with every damn body. If you agree with them and you follow suit, boom, you're done. Do I believe Tyler Robinson murdered Charlie Kirk? No, I don't. There's too many moving pieces. I don't believe that little gay idiot who don't even look like he's ever shot a gun a day in his life could hit that small window from that far and then everything else that happened after it. I don't believe it. So it's some things that Candace say that I believe. But this right here, the way that y'all are acting, bro, y'all are acting like some suckers. Y'all acting pussy right now. I smell pussy when it comes to you guys. Yep, that's what I smell. Y'all need to douche. Back in the day, we used to put water and vinegar inside the douche, and we used to treat it like a super soaker. We used to just shoot it at each other. Shh. Put that joint right underneath and shoot a douche right in your face. I would shoot a douche right in y'all daggone face because that's what you need. Y'all need a daggone douche in your face or a douche in your bush. Either way, it stank. Either way, it stank. You lowlives used this man in order to get y'all jobs, in order to boost your positions, and now you're shitting on him. I don't know how anybody can roll with y'all after that. I don't know how anybody can rock with y'all after that. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're going to shit on him who helped boost your name and boost your brand and put you in position and brought all of those fans your way, bro, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because he won't govern the way you want him to govern? I like what this I like what this young man says, cybercrime professor. He says, only Republicans act this way. Dems protect their leaders. All of them grew bigger out of Trump. All of them grew bigger from Trump. Every single last one of them. Not one lost followers by supporting Trump. They gained a ton of supporters by being Trump first. At the end of the day, man, I voted for this. Promises made, promises kept. Period. That's how I look at it. Do I agree with everything that Trump says? Hell no. I don't. Hell no, I don't. Let's see what Megyn Kelly has to say, because she was talking about this ad nauseum, and we're gonna see what we're gonna see. No, let's see what Candace has to say first, because I know it's difficult, man. How many of you, just put your hands up, please, just a thumbs up. How many of you are fans of Candace still? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Fans of Candace, let me know. How many of you are fans of Candace? I would really love to know that, man. How many of you are fans of Candace? Thumbs down, thumbs down. Candace has turned into a wackadoodle. Okay. They need to deuce the bush. Candace is kind of crazy now. Okay. All right. Thumbs down, thumbs down. Wow, a lot of y'all don't really fool with her like that. Eddie gave me a thumbs up. Okay, Dana Marie gives it a three thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, I don't really fool with her like that anymore. Okay. So where's all her support coming from? Because she is literally the biggest live stream content creator. Well, not the big. I'm not gonna say the, but she's definitely up there as far as politics is concerned. I believe she's probably number one. She's in the top 10. She's in the top 10 when it comes to politics. Because when she live streams, it goes off. It goes off. I've seen she had 100,000 people inside of her live stream before. So not too many of you guys love her anymore. All right. But that's cool. This is not, and I want to be clear. This is not a live stream for us to go after Candace. This is not that. Don't believe everything you see or hear on the internet, LFR family. Oh, I don't, brother. I don't, man. But I will say this. I know them checks that she's cashing is fat. I've never seen a check that fat before. And those checks are not fake. I know that she was canceled by YouTube. YouTube completely removed her channel, removed her monetization opportunities, and she came back even harder, even stronger with the fan base that voted for Trump. The people that tune into her are Trumpers and never Trumpers. And she is creating a whole bunch of never Trumpers.
You done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, yeah, you can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I just think that the picture of politics in America is going to look very differently because of his actions. So I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. But this is not the candidate that I voted for.
So question, Candace, this is a good question, I believe, anyway. Candace, do you believe that, and for all of you guys, somebody said that people are really furious with Trump. Do you believe that Kamala would have done a better job as the president? I want you guys to be honest. Do you believe that that Kamala would have done a better job as the president than Trump? because she says that she regrets asking people to vote for him. The other option was Kamala. And the last thing I want to call Candace is a dumb mofo. I don't, because she's not dumb. She's very intelligent. But does she truly believe? Look at all this. Don't nobody believe that she would have been a better candidate than Trump. Nobody. Hell no. Nobody. Not even Democrats. My Democrat people inside the chat don't even believe that she would have been a better candidate than Trump, that she would have did a better job at all. They don't believe that. So, Candace, you getting on the Piers Morgan show and saying, I have regrets for asking people to vote for him. I'm sorry, your brain was turned off then or something, because you seem to be the same Candace. You seem to be the same Candace. And then Officer Tatum and Candace are going at each other. Come on, bro. Do you really believe that Tampon Timmy and Kamala would have done a better job than JD and Trump? Are you kidding me? I really don't get it. I truly don't get it. And I'm trying my best to understand, but I just don't. And this is how she feels about him. And honestly, I don't believe that this is how he feels, but I mean, she might be onto something when it comes to this, but then again, maybe not. Who knows? But check this out.
Jeffrey Epstein, but you know how Trump is. You're in or you're out. And if you don't worship the ground he walks on and do everything he says, then you got to go. So Trump needs a better dog, essentially. And she is sleazy, obviously. And so I don't know why he's shocked. You're all sleazy. Everybody is sleazy post Epstein. But don't get excited, guys. It certainly is not related to Trump doing the right thing. Don't be confused and think that.
I'm having such a hard time with Candace, man, because I'm a real supporter of Candace now. It's just I don't watch her video. I don't watch her live streams anymore because everything is so. I'm be honest with you. Can I be honest with y'all? Keep it a buck with y'all. Her stuff is too girly for me, man. It's too girly. It's too gossipy. It's not that energy that a man wants to receive to go about his day. I can only imagine that a great majority of the people who support her and watch her stuff all the time are either women or they're Don Lemony. They're either women or they're Don Lemony. And I firmly believe that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Courtney with the C. She says, why are people today allergic to doing their own research? Everyone is so brainwashed to think the only people allowed are media people. Yeah. Do your own research, guys. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Courtney. You're absolutely right. Do your own research and speak up. Shout out to Courtney with a C. And thank you, Courtney. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support always. She's one of the best. Also, guys, hold on, time out. I have an update on MJ. Y'all know MJ from WTF For Real? We have an update on him. In our last group call, because you know with the YouTube coaching thing that we do, we have all of our content creators pull up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and on Fridays it's hosted by someone else that's in the class or in the group. But MJ from WTF For Real, bruh, he blessed us so much. Not only did he pull through his heart attack and his stroke, he was incapacitated for more than 2 weeks. He was recorded to be unalived for more than an hour. They were trying to work on him, not giving up. And he was unalived he was dead for over an hour. And now this boy is killing it. He is killing it. He pulled up, guys. Let me tell you something. He pulled up to our group call Wednesday night. This is the first time we've seen his face in a long time. He was happy, huge smile on his face, beautiful spirit about him, looking forward to starting again, getting back to the YouTube game, doing his thing. He was so happy to see everybody's faces and to update us on what's going on. He said he's walking by himself now. Bruh, he's about to be home, back in North Carolina. Man, I'm just going to tell y'all this. God does answer prayers because that man had a lot of prayer warriors praying for him. God's going to do what he does anyway. We have all lost good people in our lives. We have all seen good people get sick and go through things. We've seen young people in our family and friends of ours who passed away way too soon. And we probably even question the Lord at sometimes because of some of the people that he took out of our lives. So God does not play favorites at all. I know y'all heard favorites not fair and all that other stuff. Like you will see somebody who has the whole full package according to the way we look at people, and we will believe that they have more favor from God than we do. But God don't show favors. He don't show favorites. But he blessed MJ of WTF For Real YouTube channel immensely. And by him blessing WTF For Real, by him blessing MJ, we all were blessed. Because we got to sit and talk to this man that a lot of people did not think would pull through. They did not think he would pull through. So shout out. And I had to put that in there in the middle of all this other stuff we're talking about with President Trump and the crew that's going up against him. We need to give them a name, by the way. We need to come up with a name. All right. We definitely need to come up with a name, guys, for Candace, Tucker, Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Megyn Kelly, all of the big wigs with all of the influence. They have great influence, and they are using their influence to bring down the president. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Are they just trying to show how independent-minded they are? Are they just trying to show how much of a free thinker that they are, or that they claim to be, or that they believe they are? Like, I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it. So please let me know. Y'all want to call them the traitors, the controlled opposition? Let me see. The grifters, free thinkers with a mind of their own. Y'all want to call them that? Free thinkers with a mind of their own. The traitors, the controlled opposition, the grifters, the impuencers. Charlie, you cool, man. The terrorists, the treasonous, the misleading talkers, the lone wolf, the clickbaits, the useful idiots, the lying bastards. Someone says Candace is on point. The red coats. I'll think of something good to call them. The fourth party. The chameleons. Man. The five waffles. Oh, Jesus. Lord. All right. So let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see. Nut jobs, troublemaking, will. It's Candace Owens. All right, so some of you guys said that Candace Owens is correct, right? Some of you are saying that you completely agree with Candace, which is cool. You know what I mean? I think ain't nothing wrong with that. Completely agreeing with Candace. No, we don't have one set of rules here. Like, agree to disagree. Move in your own direction. It's completely up to you. But here's a video of Candace Owens a couple of weeks after Charlie Kirk died. And she is saying that Charlie Kirk's assassination was merely a distraction from Candace Owens calling Brigitte Macron a man. So when President Trump says that these people have low IQ, he's telling them how they're choosing to move forward playing the game of life. He's not saying that you're not able to do algebra or arithmetic, so you can't read at a high clip. You can't host your own show and be successful. You can't run your own family. What he's saying is that you guys misspeak. You guys mix things up to support your own narrative. You don't understand this world nearly as well as you believe you do. Because if you did, you wouldn't have to talk about me in order to be successful. That is a flex. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but that is a flex. For President Trump to let them know that in order for you to be successful, you got to talk about me. In order for you to have a fan base, you got to be on my side. In order for you to continue to spread your wings and gain more people on your side, you got to talk about me. Here's Candace saying that the Charlie Kirk assassination was just to distract people or from her calling out Brigitte Macron for being a man.
Because I know that many of you guys were wondering whether or not Charlie's assassination was meant to distract us from the Brigitte Macron investigation. And rightfully so. That is a fair question. Because as you guys know, it was Charlie Kirk that called me and told me that they wanted me to stop speaking about Brigitte. But the question is always, who is they? Who is they?
If it's who is they, then why in the hell do you spend a whole live stream talking about they? Like, that's the thing she's playing with y'all. She's playing with y'all minds and y'all fall for this stuff. She will spend a whole week doing a series about they and not know who the hell they are, but you will eat that up. Y'all will eat it up. Can I get another they, please? Yeah, with cheese this time. Could you put extra peppers on mine? Y'all love the they. Y'all love the loose conspiracy theories. That's what y'all love, the loose theories. And then y'all say she's a truth teller. What was the truth in that? I know a lot of you guys are wondering whether or not Charlie Kirk's assassination was connected to the Brigitte Macron thing. Nobody's wondering that. Nobody's wondering that. I don't have one person in my chat who believes that Charlie Kirk was assassinated because of you calling Brigitte Macron a man. I don't believe that. And if you are one person inside of my chat, because I don't want to be, if you are one of those people inside of my chat that believe that the Charlie Kirk assassination was a distraction from Candace Owens calling Brigitte Macron a man, please let me know in my chat so I can talk about you and your mama. Please. I want to talk about you, your mama, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your dog. I want to talk about your damn dog. I'm going to talk about how they look, how they smell, how they bark, all of that. Your dog barks gay. Your dog be like, woof, 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 woof. I know you didn't. Woof. You got a gay dog. If you believe that the Charlie Kirk assassination was a distraction from Candace Owens calling Brigitte Madame Crone a man, then your dog is gay. Every time your dog walk down the street, you hear club music. And then he start voguing. Your dog vogues like a cover girl. Your dog's favorite artist and favorite actor is Lil Nas X. Do I trust Israel's government? No, I do not. Do I believe everything that Trump does is good? No, I do not. I have a question for you guys. Somebody said, I don't know Lil Nas X. Good. You don't want to know Lil Nas X. You don't want to know Lil Nas X. That's all I'm going to tell you. You don't want to know Lil Nas X. You guys know that my political commentary was mostly pro-Trump and pro-conservative and pro-MAGA, right? If I was to start today shitting on Trump on every single one of my videos, what would you call me then? There will be a name for that. You wouldn't call me a truth teller. You'll call me a grifter. You'll call me somebody that's looking for clicks. You'll call me somebody trying to appease the other side again. You'll call me a Democrat. You'll call me a hypocrite. At the end of the day, man, I believe that Candace Owens is a beautiful young lady who's running a business, and her business is shock jock political commentary. That's what she does. She does shock jock political commentary. And people love it. Her numbers reflect. Somebody asked me, have you seen her check? Bro, I am a YouTuber. This is what I do. I know what I get paid based off of my numbers. I'm not slow. It's nothing to double and triple. And this lady runs circles around me and most other YouTubers. She has a paid ad every 20 minutes in her live streams. Those paid ads are worth like $5,000 to $10,000 a piece in her live streams. And then she's getting paid on the back end for people who actually pay for those services that are in her community. She's getting paid out the ass to talk sugar honey iced tea about Trump. You can call her a free thinker all you want, but right now she's just going out of her way to confuse the masses. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Shout out to the super chat. Trojan War 2. Speaking of Trojan War, man, I was at the gym last night and I washed my hands. I went inside the locker room to go wash my hands before I left. And while I'm leaving out of the locker room, there's a trash can right there. And there's a whole box of empty Magnum condoms inside of the trash can. I'm like, why in the hell are Magnum condoms inside the trash can in the men's locker room? I just kept it going. I kept it moving. They asked no questions. I just put that in my brain and I said, I'm going to ask this to you guys. That's it. Of course, CNN is running with this. Shout out to CNN for doing their jobs. They're supposed to run with this. And this is the issue. We're giving them folly. We're giving them some fodder to talk about.
The name of a woman who I saw the other
A woman who I saw the other night on television just rip some poor idiot apart. Megyn Kelly is here, and she's doing... Come up, brother. Come up here, Megyn. By the way, I'm having a great time up here. Are you having a good time? This guy... Is he the greatest interviewer? Candace Owens, I watched her and I saw her coming. I said, you know, I'm pretty good at star power. I say, that's a star. I just want to finish by saying your reputation's amazing. I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed.
Donald Trump, let me say this. My audience, I'd say 90% supports you. Okay.
Right.
And you definitely have shown your knowledge of geopolitical systems.
So CNN posts this to show that he flip-flops. CNN posted this to show that, oh, he was friends with them before, and now he's pooping on them. Now he don't want to have anything to do with them. Now he act like they're the worst people ever. Now. Let me tell you something. When somebody is a blessing in my life, I speak highly of them. When somebody seems to be a good person, I speak highly of them. When they show me that they're an asshole and they give me their ass to kiss, I'm telling you what they are. I'm gonna, like, that's is what it is. You saw how Tucker Carlson was sitting on the couch. Sitting on the stage with him just giggling, feeling elated that this man wants to be my friend. He's calling out Megyn Kelly because Megyn Kelly was going hard in the paint to get him elected. She was trying to get her people to look at him and speak about him and repost her posts so that she can go viral. Trust me, it wasn't all about Tucker Carlson when he was supporting Trump. It wasn't about Trump. It was about Tucker Carlson. Tucker was not in a good space. Tucker was not booming. Tucker is still one of these guys that when he posts something, when he goes out there, he does his investigative journalism. You give him the time of day, like you pay attention to what he's saying because he would put boots in the ground in Pakistan just to get that story. That's what he does. It wasn't enough for him to keep his job at Fox, but it was enough for him to gain an audience and become the guy that he is. I'm not taking anything away from him. But you guys was meat riding him. You were all on his nutsack. Y'all was loving on him. Y'all was salivating at the thought of being his friend. If he invited you to something, you would daggone step over your own spouse. You would kick your kids in the neck to get out the door to get to a MAGA event because Trump invited you. And now you want to act like he's the worst person ever because he's not doing what you say, because the research that you've done shows that Bibi Netanyahu is evil and he's using us. Why are we giving him so much money? Why are we fighting this war for him? Why? You know, that's the first word that a baby says. Why? And then when they become old enough to talk, that's all they little tails ask is why. And now y'all done come full circle to the point where y'all are crying ass babies. Talking about, why is he doing this? Why is he posting that? Why is he such a bully? Trump has always been the bully that y'all are shitting on right now. Excuse my French. He has always been that guy. He hasn't changed. He's still that same person. You know who's not the same person? Tucker Carlson's not the same person. You know who's not the same person? Megyn Kelly is not the same person. Candace is not even the same person. If y'all can look at the Candace today and say that she's the same Candace as she was when she was that pocket, giving everybody the business, giving everybody that, like, she done got her hair fixed up and she done got her daggone, her skin all nice and her bank account is on point. She's telling everybody right now, look, I'm the only person with the information that's worth having. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am Black Girl Jesus. Black Girl Magic Jesus. That's what she said. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all need to go ahead and stop meat riding these people, bro. And again, I wasn't a fan of Candace before. I wasn't. When I very first started talking about political content on my channel, the one person that I refused to do reactions to was Candace Owens. And that's because her being a black woman who voted Republican and was out and about talking about it, like she showed a certain level of strength that I wasn't ready to walk into. I'm like, black community canceled her for just being herself and just being honest and being a fighter. I'm not trying to get canceled. Checking out no Candace. But then I said, F it. We checking out Candace. We checking out Thomas Sowell. We checking out. And I started doing it. And I started to respect the things that she was saying. I just didn't see the plot. I didn't see her plan. I didn't see what she was doing. Because what she's doing now is different than what she was doing then. It's way different, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. Van, a broken clock is right twice a day. I had to ask, did JoJo ever come around on Larry Bird? P.S. After all these years, after all these years following you, I still don't know what LFR stands for. Mr. Ed, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yes, a broken clock is right twice. Is right twice a day. You're absolutely right, man. So, you can be up and you can be down, and both of them could be correct. So you're absolutely right. JoJo loves Larry Bird's the way that he played the game. Larry Bird is a legend, a true legend. He's just nowhere near as good as LeBron James. He will never be. Like, even if he played another 10 years, he would have not been better than LeBron James. So, yeah, he loves Larry Bird, but he still does not believe that he can hold a candle to LeBron James. After all these years, you still don't know what LFR mean. LFR means likes, follows, and retweets, guys. When I very first started this channel, I started it to figure out how to earn the currency of likes, follows, and retweets effortlessly enough that I can teach other people how to do it. And now we are full circle. When I reached 1 million subscribers, I started teaching people how to get likes, follows, and retweets. By the time I was ready to give people the keys on how to get retweets, they no longer called them retweets anymore. What are they? Re-X's? That makes no sense. Reshares, it makes no sense, but that's what it means. It means likes, follows, and retweets. And I turned that into LFR Family because my wife said that the name was too long and it sounds stupid. So I said, you know what, babe? You got it. You got it. Whoa! Did somebody say RIP to Jim Curry? Hold up. You did not just now say that. Hold on one second. Why does somebody say RIP to Jim Curry? Okay. Are y'all saying that he has a clone? Okay, never mind. You're saying that he has a clone. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Don't do that to me, man. I was a huge fan. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat and for your words, man. I appreciate you, Mr. Ed. Thank you so much, brother. Don't do that to me, man. I was a huge fan of Jim Curry. And so was a lot of people that I know. They love Jim Curry. Shout out to Candace Owens for being Candace Owens, and I hope she never changes. But at the end of the day, I think it's super irresponsible for her to. Now, this brother right here, I do think is a meat rider. I have to say it. Don't tell him I said it, though. Don't tell him I said it. But for him to make this statement that he made, this is Tim Pool. How many of you guys like Tim Pool? I think Tim Pool is an ultimate meat rider. And the only reason why I want y'all to see this is because listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. Tim Pool is an ultimate meat rider. Like off the top ropes. He jump off the top ropes and just hold on to the meat. The Trump meat.
Donald Trump personally called me before he made this statement, thanking me for having his back and saying that I was a good friend. And I said, Mr. President, I will stand with you always, no matter what you do, even if you shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. He laughed.
Yeah.
And we had a great time, and he's a good man.
President Trump called him right before he made the statement, and he told him that he will always have his back, even if he shoots someone on Fifth Avenue. Now, I do know where that saying came from. That came from back when he made that statement a long time ago, and people are holding on to that the same way that they're holding on to grab him by the vagina. They're holding on to that statement too. Grab him by the vagina. Like they love holding on to that statement. But the Fifth Avenue thing is something that he does as well. Tim Pool, man, that dude's I've seen him say some things. Like the way that he goes at Candace is super disrespectful. Extremely disrespectful. But you gotta have guard dogs like him and Laura Loomer, and you gotta have people who are willing to fight for you. So with that being said, I ain't gonna mess with him too much because I get it. Like you gotta have people who will go to bat for you. For real. And even Stephen A has an issue with the way that these idiots are talking, man, because they're just being reckless at this point. They're just doing whatever they possibly can to position themselves to be relevant once Trump is out of office. And I think that's unfortunate, but you know what I mean, they have their own game plan. Right? Because Trump is not going to pay their bills. So I get it. Trump is not going to pay their bills. They got to still have a job once he leaves office. They want to position themselves as a voice of authority, as the main place to go for real truths. You can see how they stood up against the president and all this other stuff. You know, they're acting like politicians.
Marjorie Taylor Greene or a bunch of people on the right bloviating, talking out of both sides of their mouth, knowing that they're pushing for something that'll never happen, meaning invoking the 25th Amendment. That ain't gonna happen. As long as he's alive and breathing, Donald Trump's gonna be the president until the end of the year 2028. It's just a fact. The 25th Amendment will not be executed. Stop it. Just say what Stephen A said. You got former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene right there, 25th Amendment, not a single bomb has dropped on America. We cannot kill an entire civilization. This is evil and madness. Yeah. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. This is not foreign policy. It's a deranged madman threatening to wipe out an entire country. It's past time. The 25th Amendment must be invoked. Stop it. All you're showing is how useless you are. To invoke the 25th Amendment, you're going to have to get the vice president to sign off, the Republicans in the House to sign off, cabinet members to sign off, basically declaring him unfit. It's something the president is fully capable of fighting by saying he's not unfit. And as a result, it's a reason why it's never been exercised in American history. Stop it.
Grafty, you fell for it. Was a fake statement to trick people. Yeah, I fell for it, and then I did what I will hope most people would do. I looked it up. I was just thinking out loud, you know? Something that you're supposed to do. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I fell for it, and then I looked it up. Grafty, because I believe that's what we're supposed to do, man. We're supposed to look it up ourselves. Like, I'm a fan of Jim Carrey. If I saw somebody saying something like, why would you even say that? I think it's stupid to even say R.I.P. Jim Carrey without any context, because some people will just believe it and run with it and start spreading those rumors. There's lies without even looking into it. So, yeah. These people, they're trying to get Trump up out of here. So, what's new? What's new? They're just joining the bandwagon. It's nothing new.
Is insufferable right now. Insufferable. I was there for 14 years. I've already told my audience, if I were a Fox News anchor right now, I'd know exactly what to do. Cheerlead. That's it. It's all about rah, rah, rah. Go military. That's what's patriotic. Praise the president. Support the troops. Support the war. Day in, day out. This morning, who do they put on? Mike Pompeo to kick off the day's coverage. Lindsey Graham all over Fox News over the weekend. That it's utterly unhelpful to go like today. Obviously, I've come out and said how I honestly feel because I owe that to my audience. But today we're going to have both sides on to help people actually make up their own minds. You will not find that over on Fox News. They've got one mission, and that's to support these military groups, the military itself, and President Trump. It's just folly. It's folly, Sarab, and it's a fool's errand.
Wasn't she a cheerleader for them for a long time? Wasn't Megyn Kelly a cheerleader for Fox for a good while? Like, I would appreciate this bravery when you're actually there and you're telling people about them being nothing but cheerleaders, the rah, rah, rahs and all that other stuff. But you worked for a side and they helped catapult your career. It's okay if you want to talk sugar honey iced tea about them now, but don't miss that point. You were definitely a part of their machine for a while before they poop canned you. And they poop canned you because you started to think for yourself. And I applaud that for you. If y'all are ever working for a company and you start to think for yourself and they poop can you, they get you up out of there, then kudos to you. Kudos to you. But you're not telling us anything new. CNN, they have their own agenda. ABC, they have their own agenda. NBC, CBS, Fox, Newsmax, Newsweek. Everybody got their own agenda. And okay, like we get it. They're in support of a conservative president, of the military. Like everything's positive. Let's go. We're supporting our president. That same thing MSNBC does or CNN does when there's a Democrat president. Like everything is positive. Did you see when Joe Biden went bike riding? Yes, he fell off the bike, but he's old. That just shows he got fight. He got back up and he approached the microphone and he gave a speech. Like the whole thing is a bed of hypocrites. That's all y'all are. That's what reporters are. Like even with my job, like Officer Tatum is not going to talk shit about Trump. Why? Because that will kill his channel. He's a cheerleader. Period. Candace Owens decided to no longer be a cheerleader, but to bet on herself and to be a conspiracy theorist. And some of those conspiracies are true. She wants to go at everybody. Why? Because hate wins the day. Let me tell you something. If I was to come over here and I was just talking about all of the things that I am against, my fan base will be much bigger because hate wins the day. This country, this world are being taken over by satanic mindsets, by satanic spirits and principalities that target us and dangle the good stuff in our face, comfort in our face, so that we can get loud and negative about things that are good for us. We could have continued to move on with the status quo, but I doubt all of these young ladies would appreciate having all these men in their locker rooms and bathrooms. I doubt it. I doubt these parents who are not for the fuckery will be all for having all this rainbow agenda being poured into their children in elementary school, middle school, high school, you name it. I'm certain of it. But that was the status quo. We can all sing Kumbaya and hold hands, but opening the floodgates of our border and just allowing anybody in without checks and balances is dumb as hell. But that was the status quo. Being screwed by other countries who've been taking advantage of us for a long time was the status quo. Now we got somebody in office who's charging them tariffs, who's charging them fees, who's letting them know that the strong hand is back, who's letting them know that we're back negotiating. We're not just giving you $20 million, $20 billion for nothing. We're not going to be the only buyers. We're going to be the sellers. We're going to be the lenders at this point. Because that's what the Bible says. I am the head and not the tail. I am the lender and not the borrower. That's what it says. But for so long, we've been selling our country out to Satan. And what we're starting to see is people who are trying to make that right are the ones that's being ostracized and attacked. And Trump is just the face of it. He's the face of the people who are being ostracized and attacked. Because he carries it well. He can be beat up and cursed out and called all types of names and almost locked up and have all of his money locked up where he can't spend his money. They try and take hundreds of millions of dollars from him for cases that they build up around just to take him down. They try to shoot him. They try to position people to be close enough to take him up out of here. Like American citizens are getting on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, and publicly asking for his assassination. We haven't had that in a president in a long damn time. But you guys want to call out the fact that he's not handling the Iran situation properly, that he's too much of friends with Benjamin Netanyahu. Y'all are missing the point. It sucks. And I'm sitting here watching it like, man, I'm trying to learn from you all, and y'all just taking us the wrong damn way. Does Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, does any of these people ever talk about the Bible, ever talk about the Lord, ever? And don't miss me with that whole Candace Owens took a stance by saying that Jesus is king. She was saying that just to churn Ben Shapiro's goat. She was saying that to troll the Daily Wire. She was saying that because that was the thing to say at the time. You ever heard Candace say a prayer? You ever seen somebody pray over Candace or around her? Evoke the word of God over her channel? You won't see it. It seems like all the people who don't believe in the Lord are coming against the people who do. It seems that way. It seems that way. It seems that way. But then the side of righteousness is hiring people who seem like they don't have a relationship with God at all to protect them. The Laura Loomers, the Tim Pools. These people I don't get it. I'm lost in the sauce, Jack. I'm lost in the sauce. Oh, you talking about the Tim Pool thing. Okay, Tim Pool. The Tim Pool statement. All right. The Tim Pool statement. What did I miss? Somebody cleared it up for me. And thank you so much for the super chat, Crofty. What did I miss? What exactly was Tim Pool trying to say that I missed? Because I'm sure I miss things all the time. And I always take things out of context. If you ever see me take things out of context, let me tell you something. I do that every day. I do that every day. My wife has a huge issue with the way I take things out of context. Did somebody put up that middle finger talking about the Lord? What will we do without Ban telling us what Candace really thinks and what is really Christian? Lone Wolf, the name is Van. Okay? And I'm just giving you my perspective. That's all. I'm giving you my periphery, my scope, my view, my vantage point. That's it. That's it. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. You know, when I cut this camera on and my mics are on and everything's rocking and rolling and recorded, it's go time. It's time to speak. It's time to get out there and get it done. I will say this. Y'all are attacking President Trump. I say continue to attack him. Continue. But what you get, you deserve. And guess what? All of this back and forth with Trump on their channels is going to serve them well. Their numbers are going to do great. They're going to do great numbers. They're going to do phenomenal numbers. Shane said he didn't vacuum this morning. His wife gave him hell. That's hilarious. Shane is hilarious, man. Chuck. Shout out to Chuck Kearney. Why talk shit about somebody when they're doing their part for the team? That's called common sense, brother. I don't even know why you even asked that. Like either you're slow or you're just socially awkward, or and that's cool too. Even if you are socially awkward or you're slow, that's cool. I still love you because you're a child of God. Like I'm gonna love you like a play cousin regardless. But why in the hell would you talk trash about somebody when they're playing their part, when they're doing their role? You do realize that every single one of these people that's talking trash about the president right now benefited immensely from being close to the president, right? They wasn't doing it out of the kindness of their hearts, brother. They was doing it so that they can receive what they got. They got that boost necessary in order to have their own platform run like a well-oiled machine. Just in case you're not paying attention, maybe you should. Like it's okay to question people when they fall out of line. Have you ever been in the military before? When you fell short on your push-ups or your pull-ups, or you didn't get up fast enough, or you didn't get dressed fast enough, you didn't clean up your space fast enough, they got in your ass. But I'm sure that with asking questions like this, you never even came close to thinking about being in the military. And if you was, you need to take this damn question back. You guys wasn't saying this when they was. You sound like a little ass kid. You sound like a little ass kid. You sound like somebody that got what's that syndrome when you're micro dingling syndrome? That's what you sound like. That is a micro dingling syndrome question right there. Like nobody with BDE will ask that question. And just in case you don't know what BDE is, I will ask for you to Google that. Ask AI, what is BDE? Clearly that question is not a BDE question. That question is a micro dingling question. You ask micro dingling questions, brother. I don't know if you was ever told that before, but that is certainly a micro dingling question. Like, and it's okay. It's okay. Just tell the woman when she come over to see you to bring one of the magnifying glasses. You know what I mean? To bring some tongs. Because if you want to handle this thing, you're going to need you a tong. Bring the tongs, baby. And please bring the ones that got the rubber, the rubber piece, not the ones that got the metal piece, because, you're going to rip something down there. You're going to tear me up. From the rooter to the tutor, I won't be able to do nothing. Yeah, this was a micro dingling question right here. You don't ask anything like that. But y'all were not saying this stuff about them when they were cheering Trump. So why do you get to say it now? Why do you get to say it? No, answer me. Answer me. What was the longest relationship you ever been in, Chuck? Huh? I'm sorry to cook. Listen, brother, I apologize. If I say anything to offend you, I apologize, man. Charge it to my mind, not my heart, okay? All right. We friends again? We friends. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. Hey, Chuck, you still here, brother? Hopefully you still here, man. I'm not in the business of bullying people. Is Chuck still here? Chuck Kearney, not Chuck P. Chuck Kearney. Is Chuck? Please let me know you're still here, brother. Is Chuck Kearney still here? I always do this, man. I always do this. Chuck left. Chuck did a mic drop with that question and then rolled out. Like, see, I got him. They don't be know what they're talking about. All right, guys. That's all we got to say about this whole thing, man. Let me look into the mirror. Look into the camera and say this right here. President Trump. President Trump, you deserve everything you're getting right now from this crew of misfits. This is what happens when you build people up and you don't do exactly what they want you to do. They are entitled Americans. They're spoiled Americans, just like all of us. And we don't realize how spoiled we are until we go and visit one of those other countries that aren't nearly as blessed as we are. So those are extremely entitled, spoiled content creators who were once very close or thought that they were close to you, the same way Marjorie Taylor Greene thought she was closer to you. She thought she can get a little bit more from you, and you did not give her what she wanted. And she jumped ship. She started flipping tables. She started trying to turn everybody against you. She said, you know what? I am going on The View, is what she did. And now we're here. We got Candace saying F Trump. We got Alex Jones saying F Trump. We got Tucker Carlson. We got all these people who benefited off you immensely. And now they're going at you. Honestly, I believe you should sue them. I believe you should sue them. I believe that your team should look at their finances before they got on the Trump train and then after they decided to jump ship. Look at how much money they all made while on the Trump train that you're responsible for. I believe you're responsible for them making a lot of money. Yeah, continue to pray for our president. Continue to pray for them all, and continue to pray for our country, guys. I know a lot of you are not Christians, and I'm not trying to get you to be. But what I do want you to do is at least thank God for his grace and his mercy. Whatever God you serve, hopefully it's the God that I serve. You know, the Yahweh, you know, the omnipotent one, the omniscient one, the omnipresent one. You know what I mean? The one that knows how many apples are in a seed versus us with our little human brains thinking we know a damn thing. We only can tell you how many seeds are in an apple. You know, the one who is the source of all things that we see, hear, taste, feel, smell, everything. That's the God I'm talking about. And just know that we were created in his image to be creators just like him. But the separation is we can't create a thing without using something that he created already. So while using his sources, it becomes our resource. He don't need us to create a thing, but we need him to create everything. And for that, I will leave you with this. Even if we never agree again, I love you like a play cousin. I love you because God said to love you. God said in the word that how can you claim to love a God you've never seen, but you don't love your brother and sister who you see every day? You're my brother and sister. I may not like you, but I love you. The Bible didn't say nothing about like. I ain't got to like none of y'all, but I do have to love you because that's what God said. God is love, and God is the word, the will, the truth, and the life. And I will continue to praise his name because that's what I do. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And I have that faith now, right now, because I believe in God. All right. I can't force our president to. I can't force anyone else to. Like, they can play the role. They can act like they're praying and let people pray over them and sit down in the Oval Office surrounded by preachers and ministers with their hands over me trying to do. That's all for the pictures. That's all for the people. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody, who cares if anybody buys it? It's not for us to buy it. He's not selling it. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to go out there and seek it, to seek a relationship with God ourselves. And if we do not, that's on us. That's on us. Hopefully you picking up what I'm putting down, man. And y'all get something, y'all take something good away from that. All right. Let me see. Chuck, hold on, Chuck. God don't have an issue with me saying that you have a micro penis, sir. Like, where in the Bible does it say that God has an issue with me saying you have a micro penis? I said that the question you asked was micro penis energy. Okay, it was not BDE. It was MPE. Okay, that's all I was saying. But go ahead, tell me more about God. I have my own relationship with God, but I love when people tell me about God. Right? And the ladies agree too. They said it was micro penis energy. So fuss at the ladies. Okay, fuss at the ladies here. Okay. All right. Much love to you all. Thank y'all for pulling up. Don't forget that I coach people with this YouTube thing. I would love for at least 5 of you to grab the course today. That would be great. It's in the second link in the descriptions below this video. Feel free to grab it. Pause, no diddy, and I will be calling you shortly thereafter just to let you know what's going on. Thank y'all again for being amazing. Y'all go ahead and dive back into these topics yourself. Do your due diligence, and if you find anything new, bring it to me. Email it to me, DM me on X or in IG. and then yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to go live tomorrow. This was fun. I like talking stuff about Chuck. Chuck, I love you like a play cousin, brother. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you, brother. Y'all have an amazing day. And FH Fur, the plumbing company that is trying to do me and my family wrong by not giving us a refund for you guys not doing any work, we are coming for your ass. Trust and believe that. You can duck and dodge all you want, but I'm on your ass. Just letting you know. Just letting you know you messing with the wrong one, Jack. Like, I got, if you can, please, if I don't know how many of you will stand next to me when it comes to this FH Fur thing, but FH Fur is trying to screw me and my family. They signed off on a refund, and now they're disputing that refund because they say that we gave them the pass to move forward. Yeah, we did, until your person couldn't, and then said it, and then gave me a refund, and you guys won't allow that to go through. So that's what's happening right now. And they're like, no, we can't keep our money. We got to give it back. This is bad. Yeah. Love y'all, man. Y'all continue to do your thing. Thank God for his grace and mercy. The roof over your head, the water that runs through your pipes, the clothes on your back, the food on your belly, the family members that God blessed you with, the friends and partnerships that he blessed you with, people who have you and your family's best interests at heart. Thank God for that if you don't think of for anything else. Love you. See you. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from 0 to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.